Situated close to the village of Drigg in West Cumbria is the UK's National Low-Level Waste Repository. Extending its lifetime by over 100 years is the ambitious goal set by site licence company LLWR Repository Limited and backed by site owner the Nuclear Decommissioning Authority. Not only will this support the UK's strategy for the safe and permanent disposal of low-level waste, but also the NDA's National Nuclear Decommissioning Programme. At LLWR, we deal with all kinds of low-level waste: plastic, paper, cardboard, clothing, glass, metal, rubble and soil, from nuclear power generation, reprocessing, decommissioning, research and medical operations. Since 2010, we have totally transformed how this waste is managed through innovative and cost-effective treatment routes to reduce waste volumes and increase waste recycling. In fact, overall, we've reduced the number of containers disposed of by more than 2/3, which means disposal capacity at the site is protected and will last much longer. Our heritage stems back to the late 1950s, when the repository was first sited on the grounds of a former Royal Ordnance munitions factory. 2 years later saw the first low-level waste disposed of in what would become 7 lined trenches over a 35-year period. Since those early days, waste disposal technology has evolved significantly. In 1988, waste began being disposed within metal containers in a concrete vault. A decade later saw the introduction of compaction and grouting to reduce waste volumes. Today, new treatment options offered by LLWR are reducing waste volumes even further, increasing material recycling and reducing the number of containers disposed of by more than 2/3. Ownership of the repository has evolved too. In 2005, the NDA took over responsibility for the site. 2 years later, separation from Sellafield was complete, and LLWR Limited emerged as the new independent site licence company. The 17-year contract to oversee our operations was later awarded to UK Nuclear Waste Management Limited in 2008. Fast forward to today, and the LLWR workforce has almost tripled in size and revolutionised the way solid low-level waste is treated and managed in the UK. LLWR is delivering the UK's solid low-level waste strategy on behalf of the NDA through the National Waste Programme. It's designed to optimise the way we manage low-level waste by applying a cradle-to-grave approach. This means coordinating with others to share best practice, deliver best value, and drive continual improvements in treatment and disposal techniques. The strategy gives us a framework so we can make the right decisions about how best to manage the waste, safely, securely, and with care for the environment. It includes a waste hierarchy, so we can work with our customers to reuse and recycle their waste where possible, saving money and valuable disposal space. Also, by fully understanding what waste is likely to arise in the future, we can plan how best to manage the forecasted volumes. We currently expect 4.2 million cubic meters of waste to arise between 2013 and 2120, 1.4 million cubic meters of low-level waste, and 2.8 million cubic meters of very low-level waste. By working with our customers to accurately prepare waste inventories, we can not only ensure our repository development program achieves the best results, but also avert the need for a second low-level waste repository, potentially saving the UK taxpayer billions of pounds. At LLWR, we offer a complete end-to-end service, including waste characterization, packaging, transport, waste treatment and disposal. And by supporting our customers to understand the composition of their waste, means we can identify alternative options to disposal at the National Repository. Metallic low-level waste, for example, can be successfully treated to remove contamination, leaving the cleaned metal to be recycled while reducing the volume by up to 98%. Solid wastes such as paper, cardboard and plastic can be incinerated, saving money and up to 100% of the original volume. Our characterization and confirmation service helps to determine whether very low-level waste can instead be disposed of in specially licensed landfill sites. And where these routes are not suitable, waste supercompaction can minimize volumes by as much as 70%. By challenging the routine disposal of low-level waste and supporting viable alternative routes, we have reduced the number of containers being disposed of at the repository by more than 2/3, which is good news for the government and good news for the UK taxpayer. The safe disposal of solid low-level waste began more than 50 years ago. Through the development of our environmental safety case, we have demonstrated that the waste is safe now and in the future. Today, our focus at LLWR is to deliver integrated waste management services and help our customers to reduce the amount of waste sent for disposal at the repository. LLWR's highly skilled workforce, supported by our supply chain, operate the repository as a fully integrated waste management facility, with all-round capability to characterize, treat, divert, and dispose of waste in the best way possible. And it's our job to make sure we maintain quality standards, protect the environment, and liaise closely with all our stakeholders to meet their expectations. Part of our disposal service to customers is the coordination and safe transportation of low-level waste by land or sea. Once received on site, the waste is turned into a solid structure by pouring a cement-based grout into the waste containers. The containers are then stacked in concrete vaults, helping to isolate the waste still further from the environment for hundreds to thousands of years. We currently operate 2 vaults. Vault 8, which is almost full, and Vault 9, which is expected to last another 10 to 20 years. By reducing overall waste volumes through innovative treatment and alternative disposal routes, we aim to optimize disposal capacity wherever we can. At the same time, we have to maintain the site for current and future operations, and also plan ahead for the site's final closure, around 2130. That means investing in the maintenance and life cycle of all the buildings, infrastructure, containers, equipment, and process plants like the grouting facility. Also essential is the effective decommissioning of old facilities and the removal of material, such as the transfer of historic higher activity decommissioning waste back to Sellafield for safe storage. And as we progress, a further 6 vaults are planned in line with the National Waste Programme to support disposal operations late into the 22nd century. Playing our part in the local community is something we take very seriously. Just in the surrounding areas alone, we employ and train some 300 people and support a further 200 jobs in the local economy. And of the £50 million we spend on average with the supply chain every year, around 50% is retained within West Cumbria, and almost 30% supports small and medium-sized enterprises. We also work hard to be a good neighbour by minimising the impact of our operations. For example, HGV deliveries by road have reduced, with 86% of waste now arriving by rail. Operating transparently is also important. Monthly meetings, visits, and open days are just some of the ways in which we engage with our local community. And we actively encourage our people to get involved with local charities and community support roles. Everybody who works for LLWR runs the repository with care and with pride. We represent more than 50 years of experience and are committed to playing a vital role in the clean-up and management of the UK's nuclear legacy. At LLW Repository Limited, we will continue to champion innovative treatment routes and work closely with our customers to help minimise low-level waste disposal. That way, we can protect a vital national asset for future generations and for many, many years to come.